Hi, my name is Christina, and here on this channel we talk about MS and not only. And today I would like to talk to you about, if somebody is watching this channel, obviously, I would like to talk to you about why it's a bad idea to give people with MS any kind of advice if you're a healthy person who have never experienced living with MS, because living with MS is like living with a body you cannot trust. It's like living with a body which doesn't listen to you, living with a body which you cannot really control. Like, you don't know, or today my hand has decided that, hi Christine, I'm not going to listen to you, or my legs decided to give up, or my back is like, no, I will make it difficult for you to sit, so. And when you give me advice, I'm like, okay, so you're telling me I should move to a different place. Okay, girl, great. How do you imagine that? Like, how am I even going to have a look at all these flats? From your point of view, it's easy. From my point of view, I still have to start with the difficult task of getting out of my bed and actually doing something. I don't know what it's going to be like. So this is kind of the first thing. You don't know what MS is like. Please don't give us advice unless you're going to be physically here to help physically. Because I take it very personally. Once I had a situation where my person uh, promised to help me and then disappeared. And of course, me being a bad bitch, I did everything, but I cried for quite a long time, because it's just like, when you do something which is difficult for you, you like every time you're reminded that you cannot do it. Don't put me in this situation. I want to live a happy, comfortable life. Don't put me in situations. I'm trying to avoid them. I want to be happy. So if you kind of put me up to doing something, please be there for me physically, okay? Don't say you're going to do it and not be there. I like, unless I ask for your advice, don't give it to me, okay? If you can't do it. If it's some physical advice about actually doing something, because you don't know my limits. It's like, I don't know how to compare living with a mess. Just like, imagine somebody takes your head, okay? You have a head and somebody takes it and puts it on a different body. And you have to manage this body somehow. Sometimes you kind of, and it's not a very healthy body at the same time, right? And sometimes you succeed, and sometimes you fail, because you're like, you tell this body, move, bitch, move, and it's like, nah. Tell me more. What you want me to do? That's how I feel sometimes. I can't just like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do a job? Well, but I see the problem is people see a mess, because maybe I should educate people around me more. It's just me not being able to walk, but it's like me not being able to walk, my arms not being able to move, my back not being able to actually hold my neck, not being able to hold my head, and so on. And at the same time, I have to deal with the same everyday problems. So it's just like, nah. So, if you are a relative or a kind of a friend of somebody with MS, please be very, very careful with your advice, the first thing, unless you know you can help them, okay? And the second thing, if you promise to do something, do it. Because probably if I agree to do something, relying on your help, if you kind of decide to get away at the last moment, it's going to be very stressful and very difficult for me, because probably I'm not able to do it myself, even if I look like I am able to do it. Probably I'm not. Yeah, like, me being a bad bitch, probably I will find a way to do it. But do I want to be in a stressful situation? I don't. There is enough stress around me. That's just kind of two little tips on what not to do if you know somebody with multiple sclerosis. Have you ever kind of been in a situation when people around you try to tell you what you should do with your life, like a fully able person without any difficulties, like teaching you how to live your life and thinking you're just lazy when you're obviously not? Because I know like, it might seem lazy, but I'm just constantly tired every second of my life. So that's one kind of, I'm always in an energy saving mode, let's call it this way. How do you deal with sad situations? Because I get annoyed more than anything, and then I get unhappy because, like, sad situations remind me that I'm not able to do it, even though I look like I do. So it confuses people. They think that I can do it, but I cannot do it. But then I look like I do, and then I'm all cheerful, even though deep inside I'm unhappy and stressed and fucking depressed. So yes, tell me, share your experiences, and I hope more people are going to watch it this time. And please, last advice, like asked what advice not to give, but I'm going to give advice. If you are an owner of a place, a clinic, some place, please make sure when you open, put ramps on it and handrails. It's just respectful, okay? Let's be inclusive, but I think this advice is more to Russia than any other country where you might be probably watching it from. Yes, so tell me what you hate when people tell you. Maybe there are going to be more examples. I'm going to give more detailed examples next time you see me. If you see me, mwah, have a nice day. Be happy if you have a mess. If you don't have a mess, help people who have a mess. Click the button and subscribe, and don't miss next videos, notifications, watch my other videos, comment, get to know me better. Let's talk about a mess and not only, okay? See you soon. Bye. Mwah.